Welcome to Equipment Risk Analysis Learning Module Number 1. In this module we will review the Equipment Risk Dashboard, learn how to create a new risk analysis, and create a recommendation if any risk deviation is observed. After successful login, click on Equipment Risk. This takes you to the Equipment Risk Module dashboard. The dashboard displays the key performance indicators related to equipment risk management. You can use radio button to select assessed risk and dynamic risk. The 6 most important KPIs shown here are: first, count of equipment in respective threshold. Second, all equipment risk profile. Third, top 10 equipment with highest risk. Fourth, analysis status. Fifth, equipment ratio based on risk threshold. Sixth, analysis by days overdue. To create a new risk analysis, click on the New Analysis. Insert the equipment ID or name to search for the equipment and click on the search result. This will open the risk analysis page. Go to Team Members tab on the top and select Participants or Approver to this analysis. Based on approver role, users can perform approval workflow of the risk analysis. Once the team members for the analysis is identified, go back to Analysis Details tab. On this tab, review the equipment history that has been extracted from Enterprise Asset Management application. As a next step, go to Probability of Failure tab and select the appropriate scale for each of the variables. Note that these variables and scale can be modified as per your specific needs during system configuration. Once the variables are selected, click on Save to proceed. Next step is to evaluate the consequence of failure. During initial system configuration of company's risk settings, these consequence variables, scales, and formula for consequence can be modified. After the careful evaluation of all variables of consequences, click on Save to proceed next. You can also document production losses and maintenance loss for the purpose of evaluation. Next step is to evaluate the failure detectability. Select the appropriate scales for detection measures and controls in place for equipment safety. Click Save and move to Risk Summary tab. On the Risk Summary tab, Risk Score and Risk Profile is displayed. Risk Score gauge shows the assessed risk based on the evaluation done. And Dynamic Risk Number is calculated using the historical information collected from Enterprise Asset Management application. Risk Profile shows the risk trend since the equipment's first failure till last failure. Based on the comparison of these risks, the below recommendation is generated. To know more about the methodology and concept of dynamic risk, reach us for risk methodology training. Once you have reviewed your risk summary, and if there is a need for certain recommendation related to the equipment, you can click on Recommendation tab and initiate one. You can assign the recommendation to a particular user and mention start date, end date, and due date for the action. On the recommendation, select the cause as Assessed Risk Evaluation, and click on Save. Once the recommendation is created, you can do a final review of the overall analysis. Provide the basis or any assumptions made during the risk evaluation, and then approve the analysis. You also have an option to initiate a failure investigation for any risk abnormality found during the risk evaluation. To know more about this section, Visit our learning module on failure analysis. Let's review how to search for an existing analysis. Click on Load Analysis on the main menu. And use one or combinations of search criteria to search the analysis. Click on the selected search result and it will open up the risk summary page of the analysis. This concludes your learning module on equipment risk analysis. Thank you for watching.